ready when you are.
This is Hip Hop Soulsation Academy with Birdy and Jimbo.
And we are with Cross the Street.
Get the camera. You're about to get the mic thrown in your face too. So. There we go. Birdy!
Hey!
How are you doing?
Great.
Who's our new friend that we just met today?
Well, hello. My name is Cykhyia, and I am from Hip Hop Soulsation Academy. It's so good to see you, girl.
So nice to see you.
This is an amazing space that you have here. This is just one
Thank
small
you.
section of the, is this the head office, I take
Yes,
it?
it's the head office. And then we have another big space where all the magic happens, all the dancing, all the creating. So, you know, we do what we do here. For sure. Yes,
I love the environment. Right when we walked in, you could see in the creative space that she mentioned here. We'll come visit this room here in a minute, but there's people hard at work practicing and honing their skills that do you guys allow them to use the space here to do that, or is this like a membership base? Or
So
is it...
what it is we're a dance studio, as you know, and we do have classes. And so we start the kids from, I'd say about age 6, 7, if they can get their little groove on, and then we move it on up to adults. So if you got, shake a tail feather, you can come on in and do your thing. But we just keep it, good. We keep it going. And it's a safe space. Nowadays with a lot of kids, a lot of schools, as we've been talking about, it's just a lot of bullying, a lot of not good stuff. So the space is safe. We make a good environment. All of us, we're here to do one thing and one thing only, to come together as a community and dance. So that's how we roll here. So, we're all family.
Our podcast, a little over a year old now, we've been invited to the dance community a few times now due to a few of the people in the room here. All right. So shouts out to all y'all. Thank y'all very much. So this is a thank you for extending your hand and inviting us here.
Well, thank you for being here, for sure.
Can you tell us about some of the cool events that you might have coming up here in the space?
I do. So, first of all, we are going to have Saturday. Let me get this all right. See, my brain, click. So, Saturday, we're going to be doing a show in Eugene. And let me say this, because I can't go on without mentioning this. So, as a community, it's been a thing with hip-hop studios that, we can't come together and work together. Everybody is competing against everybody. And so, one dance studio, Miss...
Come on over.
I'm gonna let you, get on in here and state your name too. Okay. So we've come together actually as a collective, and we just decided, you know what, it is time to stop all the bickering, stop all the he say, she said, I'm better than you, don't go to this studio. And we just decided to put all our resources together and become one. So tell them a little bit about you, about your studio.
Hi, guys.
Let's go.
So my studio space is called Manifest Dance Agency. We've been established for 2 years. My whole thing is just unifying the community to the best of our abilities, working together, building opportunities together. And so I've been very privileged to get to work with Hip Hop Soulsation Academy, Cykhyia, Terrell, Z, the gang, right?
And you've been at this for 12 years, you said.
12 years.
Let me ask a personal question then,
Yes.
Kelsey. Have you learned something, or I imagine you learned a few things?
Yeah, I've been rocking with that like 4 years or something.
Wow.
It's been a minute.
Yep.
So yeah, I've learned a lot here, and we're gonna build a lot together.
Yes. The best is yet to come.
They let you in 4 or 5 Kings?
Legit urban apparel. Get you some.
Oh, okay.
I like that it seems like you're not keeping the sauce then, in a way. You're like, you also can have a successful business, and let me show you how to do it with a little bit of this or that or whatever.
Because you know what? We're a collective, and we can't do it alone. And then again, in the community, Black women, we need to unite. We need to, not even Black women, but ethnic women, period. You know, we're always behind the scenes. We're always, you know, not in the forefront. We're always not given that credit. And so as a collective, we need to step forward and be like, yo, we can make things work. We don't always have to be, well, you know, look at her and da-da-da-da-da. You know, it's just like, get rid of all that. Like, make things happen. So, it's my book. I love you.
Yeah, also, my sister used to dance with them, so she got so good at crumping, so good at her confidence, just like her level just boosted up to here thanks to you guys. You guys are so amazing.
Thank you.
It's so nice to see you guys still doing well.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's why we're here today. We're here today to support our ambassador, Birdy Lee. She said she was going to come out and hang out today.
And she did such a good job. You should have seen her in there. Y'all missed that. She was in her groove.
I was like crump ballet.
It was fly. It was fly. You was doing your thing. You was doing your thing. You was doing your thing.
I guess the good thing about we get to see Birdy crumping at all hours of the day, it seems like. So
Lucky you guys.
You go,
let's take a
girl.
little trip around the room here. I see so many
Yes,
familiar faces.
come on.
Let's tap in. Who are you, young man? I think I've seen your face quite a few times.
I'm Abraham. I came here from I think when I was in high school. I met Tyrell in high school, and I've been dancing with him. For a long time, but I recently stopped because life and stuff. But I come here and I always love the environment, the vibe. It's always positive. It's always building us as a group. Uniting us from classes to sessions. Just positivity. I love coming here.
That's great. That's great sentiment. What do we call that? Unsolicited testimony. Unsolicited testimony. Thank you, my friend.
That's good stuff.
And how are you, Z?
I am good. I'm good.
It's always nice bumping into you. We saw you last at the Stack and Kicks event. You guys tore it up there.
Sure did.
At the runway show.
I like how you cut it though. You made us look extra good. So, yeah. Loving it.
That was super fun. That was a great event. I don't know about you. I keep expressing as a kind of like the momentum hit you in the face when we walked in that place that night.
Oh yeah. Once we get, that's why I love the vibe that's in here. And I'm not gonna get into ages and stuff, but I've been dancing since I've been about 5, and I've been around my family, so it's always been a family affair here. Even before then, always. You didn't mention you was a singer.
What?
A singer.
I did not know that.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna put her on the spot. But anyway, that's another story. But I've been around. I've been dancing for a long time. Started to getting to my own choreography, and even though he's a little younger than me, my cousin, he's just awe-inspiring at what he's done, where he's taken it. So it teaches me a lot being here too. So.
Let's talk to Mr. Terrell himself.
What up?
How are you, my friend?
What up, man?
We've teased many a times on the program about you getting your own episode. I don't know if you need one. I think we can clip all of the scenes together and probably make a nice...
I've already told Birdy this is like my 3rd time being on Cross the Street, but I'm always like in the back scenes. J-Max video, Zakari's last video. You guys are at the Stack and Kicks event.
And here we caught
now
you
are at myself.
We caught you in your element though today. We caught you where the star is actually born and lives, right?
Yeah, this has really pushed me to a whole new limit. Like I said, I've been here since the beginning, and this has opened up so many doors and pathways that I couldn't even never have imagined. I wouldn't even think about myself being anywhere else right now. This is home.
You've inspired quite a few people to continue their dance progression, Birdy being one of them. Your sister as well, right? Dance with Terrell.
Definitely. Yep. Shout out to Kayla.
Yeah. Kayla, what's up, Kennedy?
What have you been up to? What have you been up to other than participating in this event here? I see you super busy online all the time. So.
Was just shooting a recent video for an artist out here named Swago. We just shot Mighty's video out here.
That was last night.
I did Zakari Mason's last 3 videos for him.
Wow.
If you guys haven't seen, we did Rekka's video, me and Kelsey.
Ooh, shouts to
If
Rekka.
you guys haven't seen, I did J-Mac's last 2 videos.
Oh, wow.
If you ain't seen, I also opened up for Romeo a couple times.
I'll
Who
run
else
the
is in the
credits
city?
on the left-hand side.
Yeah, there it is. The list goes on. The list goes on. Wild. We still got some upcoming stuff with Wild. I don't, I'm everywhere. I'm in Portland a little bit. We trying to create something new though. That's gonna be some other business discussions that we're gonna discuss. That's why you're really here. But
you've seen Cadillacs running around here somewhere too.
Yes, she is.
Is this an instructional course? Oh, and what's our friend's name here?
Keyshawn.
Keyshawn.
Yeah.
Shouts to Keyshawn. He reached out to me a few days ago.
Of course.
Extended his hand and inviting me to one of the events coming up.
Keyshawn is actually crazy too because he just got out of the, I believe it's the Army or the Marines. It's one or the other. And he literally called the studio on the phone one day. And he was like, yo, I'm just looking for a place. I'm straight from Japan. And I'm like, oh, just come to the studio, man. Had no place to dance at all. He was just straight off the Army. He wanted to get back into dance. And ever since he came to the studio, he's been rocking with me ever since. That was about 3 years ago. I gave him a home to come and teach and actually be here and haven't charged him a dime. And he's always helped me for every project that's ever come around. So definitely appreciate Keyshawn.
This is impressive.
A little something. It's a little something.
Yeah! I think I learned something.
A little something, you know what I'm saying?
Are these like national competitions too?
Yeah, of course. One of their biggest titles is up on that wall. They went to New Jersey and got top 10 out of the whole world. So that was something that was really big to them. Out of 120 groups that were there, I believe, top 10. So, I mean, they beat 110 other groups.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That's amazing. I love it.
Well, maybe give us a little insight then on, what really did make this all come about. I mean, I know you have a love for, it sounds like your community, it sounds like dancing, singing has been dropped.
Well, let me take you through the backstory. So, back when I was a little child, my father was like, you guys are gonna be the Jackson sisters. Okay, because everybody, Jackson 5, Jackson sisters. So me and my sisters sing. And so we grew up singing, and I always used to do the choreography, and they was like the singers. I could sing too, but they were the singers. And as we grew and grew and grew and grew, we do what we do, and then we went like this. So with that being said, I was like, well, shoot. They still doing they singing and they good, but I really like dancing. That was my thing. I was just like, listen. And so as time went on, I left, I moved, I went back to New York for years. Then I came back here, and then after that I was like, I really need to get back into doing what I really love to do. And then something told me, at first I started working for the Sun program and doing all of that. Then I started working for some studios around the area. And so with that being said, it was like, well, shoot, why am I working for them and giving them all my time when I could start my own stuff, And so what I did is I started putting my little pennies together, and I looked for a studio, and the rest is history. And like I said, we started 12 years ago. And believe me, I'm gonna tell you this story, girl. We started, am I right, Terrell? We started with 3 people. It was me, Terrell, and another girl. And that's all we had. That's all we had. And so as time went on, we just got better, bigger, and bigger, and bigger, and bigger. And this is kind of how it all ended up.
Wow.
So that's my story.
Super powerful. It's great. I think the most important thing to take away from this, the comment that Liz and I said when we were standing outside, was how positive it looked to have so many like-minded people involved in one thing on the same page.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful, beautiful sentiment.
Yeah. And it's really cool because, like I said before, we've had so many people come through this studio. We have people, inner city youth. We've had kids that have been in juvie and gangs on the street, just stuff. And a lot of times certain studios, they're expensive. So these kids are like, and their mamas are like, I'm not paying $500 to get you to dance. And so what do these kids do? I can't do what I love to do, so I'm gonna be out on them streets doing what I don't, I gotta find an outlet. And so that's why I wanted to make an environment where it's not about this. It's not about this money. If I can help these kids, get them off the streets, make it feasible, because I got to pay my rent, make it feasible for them to have a space to come, and their parents are like, listen, do we eat today or do you dance? You don't have to think about that. Now, all of a sudden, it's just like these kids are like, yo, I got a place where I can, show my creativity. I could be a part of something. I can be who I need to be, instead of, oh, well, I can't do that because it's just too much money, or I can't do that because my mom won't let me because da-da-da-da-da. And it has changed a lot of people's lives in here. And they have gone on to become very, very successful and a product of their, and just everything. Finished school when they was, failing out, not going back to juvie, not going back to jail, staying off the streets. It just takes that. And that was just my way of saying, listen, because I'm from New York. I know what it's about. I know how hard it is. I couldn't do it in New York. My mother had too many kids. She like, you ain't going to no dance studio. Well, you better go and make that boom your dance studio. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I understand how it is to want something and not be able to have that. So I just wanted to be different for these kids.
Well, continue doing what you're doing. I tell you that it is making an impact. You can see it generationally throughout this room, even. I mean, this is pretty. Again, unsolicited testimony.
So what other styles do you do?
So we do hip hop, crump. We do contemporary. We do sexy dancing. We that's gonna be another thing, because we're trying to get like a cute little sexy dance class type of show going on.
Like a little jazz in there.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come back for that.
Well, if you watch the show enough, we do bring everybody a gift. I know it's probably a little big for you. It's a long sleeve, cross the street tee. You can find it. Give it to one of your larger students.
No, this is going in it's going up here. Ain't nobody touching this. This is mine. right in the middle. This is what it was all about. Because I got to represent y'all, of course.
Well, you let us know if there's anything we can do for you in the future. We really appreciate the time that you gave us today.
Sure. Oh, thank you guys for taking the time. Really appreciate it.
Look forward to seeing you again. Cheers, everybody.